Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the Nitenumen TA01. Now the Nitenumen NE01 was really a breakthrough flashlight when it came to price, power, and quality, and the TA01 follows right in that line. Really spectacular tube style light similar to the Nitecore P12, the TN12, TC12 from Thrunite. Many other people have kind of followed this very simple tube design that takes a single 18650 battery, rear click in the back, side click to change modes. Very common format for lights, and this one, even though it looks the same, is a really great value. And this light is only 30 bucks, and I wouldn't be surprised you're probably going to see this thing on sale for 25 and 20. And I do apologize for the background noise, guys. I am we're in a little some household projects going on right now, so I got banished to the garage. You know how that goes, guys. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. It comes with a very simple nylon holster and your goodie bag that has some spare O-rings and your lanyard. We'll look at the modes real quick. The instructions, I will say, are much improved over the original NE01, which was kind of goofy, but this one's actually quite a bit better. Focus. Alright, you can kind of see here are your modes. You're ranging from 1,000 down to 8, you know, with run times of, you know, over an hour to, you know, many days on the low. You know, your typical standard features, waterproof, you know, shockproof, yada yada yada. It uses the XPL V5, which is a little outdated. The V6 is out there, but, you know, no big deal there. The difference between them is pretty minute. It does have USB charging with a side port, which we'll get to a little later on, and we'll go over the functionality of this thing. So as I mentioned, this is a rear click flashlight, so you're going to do that to turn it on. And it does have a mode memory. Your side click here, you can see, has an LED in it, which will let you know the battery status. So you have a low, which is your 8 lumen, and then it just kind of goes up from there. 5 modes. Pretty simple, huh? Double click brings you to turbo, no matter where you are. So, okay. Now from there, if you want to go into the, let me readjust the camera. If you want to go into the special modes, just hold it long click, and you'll see it'll go from your strobe, which is variable, and your, your blinky and all that. So, alright, let's give this guy a camera a second to back up. Alright, so as we mentioned, we have a rear clicky. It's a forward clicky, so that does give you the momentary feature, which is nice. That is a big plus for many people. Pocket clips. Nitenumen's pocket clips are very good, even though I don't really use them in 18650 lights. Still, nonetheless, they're very good quality, deep carry, and very strong, which is awesome. You have your USB charging port right here, covered by a small rubber boot. It charges, it's a 1 amp charger, but of course when you actually put a meter up to it and look at it under load, you're only going to charge at about 0.85 amps. So your average 3,400 milliamp hour battery is going to take around 3.5 hours to charge. What I found is that as it charges, it does go down in amperage as it gets fuller, so it does use a constant current, constant voltage charging system. So as it gets near the end, it kind of trickle charges it for a while until it's completely full. The battery, I checked, it was at like 0.04 volt for like 20 minutes before it finally shut off. I checked the battery, no overcharging. It was slightly undercharged. It was like 4.18, but really no big deal at all as far as that's concerned. A little undercharge is better than overcharged, definitely. Nitenumen's are very heavy, thick flashlights. They're very beefy. They come with a very thick aluminum case. This one is pretty heavy. You can see here we do have, if we can focus right, a smooth reflector. That glass, as you can see, is not anti-reflective. You can see that reflection on it there. Stainless steel bezel, cooling fins, and all that. Very nice, sleek design. We're going to spring this open for a second, and I do apologize for any video quality issues, guys. Like I said, we are banished to the garage here for a couple of days. Nitenumen quality is very good for the money. You can see they use very nice, thick coated springs in there. The switch is held in place with just a simple, I forgot what these are called, but you can take these out and replace the switch if necessary. So if they do break, replacing a switch is like a $1 ordeal for these. As you can see, like I said, the tubes on these are very thick. You have anodized threads for a physical lockout of the light. One more step, guys. Everything's O-ring sealed, by the way. And there is your head, you can see, which also allows you to remove to make repairs and all that if you are the kind of person who does that. There is a little spring-loaded button in there, so you are going to need, see how that little plastic piece is in there? You are going to need button-top batteries. Some flat tops did work, some of the larger flat tops I tested, but you've really got to kind of crank them in there to get them to work. That button is recessed, so you really are going to want to use protected batteries. That is just a means to make you, you know, do that, as opposed to putting in electronic protection. It's kind of a physical reverse polarity protection. If you were to put it in backwards, it won't make contact because the flat part of the battery just won't make contact. Whereas some of your flat top batteries, the positive is ever so lightly raised, so it does in fact make contact. So overall, guys, this is the light. It's very simple, very easy to use, has good mode spacing, very tough, heavy, well-built light. That's what Nitenumen's putting out. That's what they're doing a really good job doing with these. So I've been very happy with the Nitenumen so far. I think this one falls right in line, you know, with your quality-wise, at least with your, you know, Thrunite and all them. You know, it's not as fancy as some of the Olight with some of their new features they have, but for the money, the $30, I think this is a slightly better light than the A-Tactical stuff on the market, because it does have more features, a little better interface, and plus it's just thicker, bigger, heavier. You know, it'll be able to handle the heat a little bit better for long-term use. So you're going to get some good run times out of this, good quality. You can get these through GearBest. I'll put the links in the description. They're you know, relatively inexpensive, and like I say, if you watch out for deals, you're probably going to find quite a bit on these things in the future. This is a new light. So there you go, guys, the TA01. Quite a nice, very cool, interesting, well-built light for the money. Hope you guys enjoyed.